In the Dead Sea Scrolls, we have a type of document that we call a Pesher. And this here that you see is an example of the Isaiah Pesher. This is 4Q Isaiah Pesher B, or 4Q 162. If you're trying to look up this actual fragment, that's how you will identify it. It means that it's from Cave 4 in Qumran. And what this does is this goes through particularly Isaiah chapter 5 and lays out what Isaiah said and then gives the Pesher or meaning of that verse. And when it does so, it applies it to the author's time and place and not to Isaiah's time and place. So it largely ignores the context in which the text was actually written and sees in the text something that can apply to its own particular time, place, and circumstance. This was an early type of Jewish interpretation. This is something particularly we see in the Dead Sea Scrolls, and that is important because the Dead Sea Scrolls are roughly contemporary with the Christian New Testament. What was popular among them could reflect very clearly on what would have been popular among Jewish Christian authors in that first century CE, and probably reflects very well the type of approach they would have to the scriptures. The idea that the text itself can be understood at multiple levels is something that is baked into the text itself, where Isaiah will speak of one thing and he is clearly using it as a symbol or a stand-in for something else. Now, the thing with the Pesher is it's sort of beyond any type of scholarly debate or interpretation, because your belief in a Pesher has to do with your belief in the person giving it. And so in this Pesher that we see on the screen here, the people of the Qumran community felt that the priests in Jerusalem were wicked, and so it looked at Isaiah 5 and the consequences and judgments that came in Isaiah 5 and said, this applies to the priests at Jerusalem.